Hello, welcome to day 6. Well done, guys. You've done 5 days. You've just got to watch this and then great, you were on track. So today's centering thought is going to be, I'm getting on with my shit. So I'm gonna make you a little picture in your head, okay? When my partner left, I came home, I was driving home and I put the Pussycat Dolls on, or it just came on, Pussycat Dolls, don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? And I was thinking, oh, God, I was so much hotter than that girl. Not that that's relevant and not that I actually am, I'm just, in my head I was really upset about it. And it's actually like a bit of a kick in the teeth when you're like, oh, he cheated on me for a 22-year-old who he doesn't even want to be with. Like, at least fall in love. God, like, what? Like, why would you break up a whole home for someone that you don't even like? Anyway, so I was really actually upset about that. And anyway, I was driving home. I digress. I was driving home and listening to this, and then it was, I don't know what this 90s playlist was, but then Casey from Get Out Right Now, it's the end of you and me. Anyway, I went home and I said to him, you got to go now. And he said, what, just like that? And I said, yeah, just like that. And he was like, well, haven't you got anything to say? And I was like, no, we're literally just going round and round and round in circles. Just go. And he like stood at the door and he went, don't you have anything to say? And I was like, no. Anyway, he shut the door and I literally fell on the floor and I cried. The hardest I'd ever cried in my whole life. I was like in a swamp of snot and tears and everything. And then I thought, got some editing to do. Got up, did my editing. Anyway, the next day I got up and I wrote myself a list. And I wrote myself a practical to-do list and a fun to-do list and a bit of a focus to-do list on like immediate joy. So I wrote myself these 3 lists, and the practical one was things like separate our finances, and they were like change the council tax, set up a different bank account, like the boring stuff, but the stuff that you have to do, yeah. Change the direct debits, sort out finances, blah, blah, blah. And then I had a fun to-do list, and I wrote things like plant an olive tree for peace, get my hands in the earth, dye my hair blonder, things like that, get a tattoo, like silly things that I'd always kind of wanted to do, but I thought, oh, do you know what? Like, these are fun things. So I wrote my practical, my fun, and then I also did a focus one, which was kind of like yesterday's, but whatever you're focusing on, you will be feeling that, yeah? So jump on a trampoline for 7 minutes, run around with the kids, put on a really happy song, sing really loud, stuff that would immediately lift my mood. Anyway, so I did these 3 lists, and every day I would say I'm going to cross one thing off each list, and obviously if I could cross off more, great, but that I wasn't going to put any pressure on myself, but that I was going to work through them all. Anyway, by the end of the 30 days, I didn't have a tattoo by the end of the 30 days, but I'd done like some of the things that I said I'd wanted to do, and it was just really nice to be able to cross them off and then be silly. And I remember the day that I planted the olive trees, and I remember putting my hands in the earth and feeling like real satisfaction of just doing those things that, like, probably, I don't know, like I had my front door, it'd always been a red front door, and I wanted it to be blue, and I painted it blue, and it just looked so nice, and it made me happy every time I came home, to just feel a bit of independence again. Anyway, so today's task really is to write those lists, those things that you've been putting off doing that would probably mean closure to you, which can be painful, but will also mean that you can refocus and that you can feel like you've achieved something at the end of these 30 days. Write them down. And I'm going to just explain something to you that is probably in my book. It's a few days ahead, but you know, it doesn't matter. Men are, when you're at the end of a relationship, it's like there's an invisible thread of golden rope between you both. And like I said earlier, when you try really hard, it's like you walk towards him. This is me. This is me. This is him. You walk towards them and you give them a load of slack to walk the other way. And it doesn't matter how hard you try. They just keep on moving and keep on moving. And then the funny thing is, when you start walking the other way, they're like, what's she doing? Well, hang on, what are you doing over there? Why have you sorted out this? And why did you paint the door blue? And why is the house immaculate? And why do you look so different? And why are you so happy? And which I do not want you to get back with your partners if that's not the right thing for you to do. But I'm just saying, the minute that you start getting on with your life and you shift the focus from them to you, guess what happens? You're focusing on you. You become the focus, and guess what they focus on? You as well. So if you ever want to get back with your ex, the first thing you need to do is stop trying to get over your ex and start trying to fall back in love with you, because no one else is going to fall back in love with you or fall in love with you if you don't even like yourself. So, and I'm not saying day 6 you are not getting back with your ex, even if that did work. You're not allowed to. We're not thinking like that. We're on the straight and narrow. But I'm just saying that if someone spends their days, and I put my hands up, if you spend your day bombarding them with memes about why your relationship, why that it's the worst thing that they've ever done and they're going to regret it forever and all this stuff, all you're doing is nailing your own coffin, right? They are just like, it's just noise to them. Focus on you, you build yourself, the right people will follow. I'm not talking about your ex, but I'm just saying that if you can rebuild yourself and regenerate yourself, that golden thread goes this way rather than that way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying as well that a lot of the time we become so eroded and so like, who is this person? Who am I? I'm so reliant on you for my entertainment. I'm so reliant on you for my sense of identity, that they come home and we're like, yay! And we're like this puppy at home, like waiting for our like owner to come home. And that's just not sexy. No offense. It's not. Like, get your own life. Get your own shit that you're excited about. And even if you ever do get back with that person, or if you do find yourself in another relationship, you maintain the things that make you you. You still go out on a whatever night, Wednesday night, you still see the girls, you still make time to do the things that make you you, because they are the things that will keep you and your sense of identity strong enough that you will be able to take any knocks. And if anyone comes and goes, know what I'm saying? Anyway, so let me know what today brings up for you. Let me know if you want any more help, if you would like the aids, why can I never think of the words? If you'd like the workbooks and all of those things, just message me, okay? And thank you, obviously, always.